Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have something funny for you guys today. So, this is what's on my mind. I was thinking about coming on my live, and I'm about to get on my rebounder and do my rebounding session on my rebounder right there. But I have to tell y'all, I grew up in the 70s, and those repetitive shows and those songs just pounce back into your head in the moment that you have a thought. And so I had the thought, good times. We're going to have good times. And of course, you guys from you Gen Xers from the 70s know what I'm talking about. So I went and looked up the lyrics. I'm going to tell you this is in my head. Keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can, temporary layoffs, good times, even credit rip-offs, good times. Thank goodness we got them. Good times. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like I have my downs and then I have my ups and then something good happens and then it doesn't go through and we're this and we're that. And I just want to talk about how life is like that. There are not always going to be, good morning, Debbie. There are not always going to be good times all the time. Sometimes you're going to have down times and low times and bad times. But what I want to demonstrate is even in face of the fire, in face of the dragon, in face of the monster, in face of the Godzilla, in face of the Goliath, you feel like David and you just have a monster of a situation in front of you and you have no way of knowing how you're going to stay thinking about the good times. You just have to focus on that to just keep yourself moving one day at a time. And that's, I think, another show. Wasn't there another show called One Day at a Time? So, anyway, I am going to get on my rebounder because that's the one thing I can control. There are lots of things I can control, like what I eat, how I spend my time, what I'm doing on a rebounder or not. All of that matters. And today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is day 176 of saying yes consistently to myself and rebounding, regardless of whether I'm having good times or not so good times, which can happen too. So, this is why I come on. This is why I share, because life is not always easy. I love it when it's easy, but it's not always easy. And how do you get through the challenging times? You push through like I'm trying to do. Okay. So I'm not emotional. I don't feel tearful. I have good news because there are things that happen that are good and exciting. And then sometimes they fall apart. But I'm going to share with you the good moment. If we're living in the moment, I'm going to share with you something exciting that happened last night that I'm excited about. Okay. So let me get on my bouncer. Let me get my bounce on, and then I'll tell you my little story. Joy, I'm not going anywhere. And can y'all believe I haven't even had any coffee yet today? I'm all hyped up, but I'm hyped up on different reasons. Okay. Joy, do you need to go outside or you want to go lay in your bed? Here, let me get your bed situated. There you go. There's your bed. Come on. Let's take care of my baby. Go get your bed while I rebound. Okay. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Okay. Can y'all hear that when she talks to me? Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a second timer for 5 minutes. Second timer. 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all that today is the day that I was supposed to have the mold inspector come and tell me if my suspicions about why I can't heal my cough is because I'm living in an unhealthy environment. But when I talked to him deeper about what is his $650 going to buy me, he even said he doesn't think that he's the right person for the job that I have. What he charges is for walking around and testing the walls to see if there's moisture in the walls that could potentially grow mold. I'm like, there was no question that mold was in my house. The guy that they hired, ripped it all out, probably flung it all around, did not do any kind of a procedure that's appropriate. And I just wanted to believe that nothing was going to happen to me. Alexa, stop. So when I told him that there were some little weird things going on that I've seen where mold was growing faster in weird spots, like there's a place in my shower where a loofah sponge got moldy, and it was only like 2 months old or something. It was not an unusual. Anyway, I wasn't even using it, but I was like, I just saw it, and I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. Why did that grow mold that fast? So I threw that away a long time ago. As soon as I saw it. But anyway, he's not coming after all because he told me I needed some big guns to come in for what I'm asking for. So now I've got to call some other people. But I think I finally made a decision, and I'm going to go ahead and rent this house that's 1.5 miles away. I need to figure out all the details about this house, but I'm going to talk to that landlady today and see if she wants to approve me. But I didn't want to send her all my information if I wasn't interested in her house. So I had to do my homework and look around. All right, so that's my personal challenge that's in the works, and things are getting worked out and like whatever, just moving through that challenge day by day, okay? Selling stuff, packing my house, regardless, I don't know where or when exactly I'm moving, but I'm getting it all ready to walk out the door as soon as I pull the trigger, okay? That's the bad stuff, okay? Now here's the good news, okay, ready? Here's the good news. So I have another podcast that I'm just building. Like that's my future, like that's like when my dog is no longer needing me and she's gone and made her transition. I wanted to create a life of my dreams for like 3 to 5 years out, okay? This is my vision. But in the meantime, I started building my vision. I'm not going to just wait and think it's going to happen right away. I started building my vision a year ago or over a year ago, okay? And what I built was a global travel junkie podcast that highlights and interviews luxury travel experiences and destinations, okay? I've talked about this before on my channel. So I had a way to contact and request guests, and a company that takes travelers to space wants to interview with me. So I get to interview them and highlight them on my podcast. So I don't know how many videos are out there about how to get to space, but I haven't seen that many of them. And so we're going to do an episode on May 1st. We're going to record it with this guy named Carl. And we're going to record an episode about how to travel to space. And what does that require? And what does that entail? And what does that look like? And what do you get? And all that stuff to help people who are curious about traveling into space. That future is here. So they just emailed me last night and scheduled me for 2 o'clock on May 1st. We're going to record the episode. So That's good news. I mean, goodness gracious, that is exciting. Like, I'm so curious about that experience. All right, my 5 minute timer's up. Okay, so Alexa, add 5 minutes. Okay, Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1 minute timer. All right, so we're going to get quiet, and this is an opportunity to think about your gratitudes for the day and the good times that we do have, and what things in your life currently exist that bring you joy. We're going to focus on something positive in the middle of this exercise, okay? I'm going to get quiet. Alexa, stop. Taking a good deep breath. So I'm going to say that today, just based on that, sharing that information, my gratitude is that even in the hard times, good things can happen. And I'm just grateful for all the good things that are coming my way that are going to transmute the challenges. I'm so grateful that I got that email last night and they scheduled the opportunity. I put it out there. I gave them my schedule like a month ago. And then boom, the calendar thing pops up and says, you've been scheduled. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I am so excited about interviewing a travel company that is going to space. I mean, God, y'all, look at this world we live in. How can y'all even believe I'm saying that? I can't believe I'm saying that. It's just comical, right? That I'm going to interview a company that goes to space. We're going to talk about it. So I'm grateful. That's my gratitude today. And just remember that even in your hard times, good things can pop up out of nowhere. And I believe that things can turn around quickly. And then I'll have a story about it, about how it all kind of came together quickly. And, you know, you want to surround yourself with people who are not just in your life for the good times, but for the people who can show up for you when you need a friend, when you need somebody to lean on because you're going through a dark place. And I have a friend who has a training guide, and she speaks in corporate America about how to show up for people. And we were talking about it yesterday, and it's not something that's innate for everyone. There are certain people who are really good at it and who are good comforts. The thing is you want to have those people in your life. When you find those people who are good supporters and good with encouraging words and validation. I have a friend named Robin, and she's really good at being contained within herself and being able to hear the circumstances and then be able to rationally give good advice, good, sound advice that aligns with my belief system and my perspective. So it's so good to have wise souls in your circle who don't run and cower during the hard times. You need people like that around you. So my friend had given me this book about showing up, and now I really want to read it, and I actually want to ask her about going through the training because she trains people on techniques and things about showing up. So I think it'd be good because I have that. That's something that I do for others, that I do for people. That's who I am. It's somewhat innate in me, but I've also cultivated it because I've been through a lot of hard times early in my life, and I have compassion for other people who were also going through hard times. And so I want to extend that level of compassion to others when people are going through hard times. So it's something I do. Okay, Alexa, stop. So look, the 10 minutes is over. Boom, it goes fast. We get it done. We knock it out. We knock out day 176. And then we move on. I'm selling some more items. I already had a lady come by and pick up something that I used in my garden. I don't want to use it anymore. I'm lightening my load and it feels great. All right, Alexa. No, not Alexa. This is my jolt session. Okay, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last off, last off. Last off, last off. Slay the day. Woo! All right. So I thought about my friend Sarah and the friend who lost her husband 2 months ago to cancer. And she's really hanging in there. She's, when these tragedies happen to you, sometimes finding things that distract you is all you can do to survive. Is having distractions in your life. And she just said that she took off and she grieved, but actually getting back to work was helpful because it helps you get out of your head and helps you get out of your pain to be doing something and productive. And so I really think it would be great if we could support each other, living nearby each other. And this house that I want to rent is on her street. And we're talking about walking together and doing meal prep together and cooking together and having meals together, once, twice a week or something, whenever it works. Going to the gym together, hop in my car, I'm going to the gym, the easy partner to get to the gym. And to be honest, guys, like all last year, I was like, I wish I had a friend to come enjoy this gym with because it's gorgeous. It has like 3 pools and it has giraffes. I'll show you all the giraffes. The lady that owns the gym loves wild animals. And so she's got like 6 giraffes. So they're just part of they're like visible from the balcony of the, dining hall or whatever you want to call it. So it's just a way to help create awareness, and I think she funds the giraffe fund to help procreate. Like they're in a place where they can make babies, and they've had like 3 babies at the club. And anyway, I think it would just be fun to have someone to go enjoy that life with, because it's kind of, sometimes it's lonely just always going to the gym by yourself. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you have husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends or wives or whatever, you have someone to probably go with you to the gym, although not always, not everybody's on the same page all the time. But when you do, it's so much easier, because when you're having a down day and you're tired, you're like, I don't really want to go today. And your friend can say, remember your trip to Italy. You want to get thin to fit into that jacket that you just barely got zipped up. You want it to fit over your hips so you can go to the Christmas markets next year in Europe and wear that jacket and be warm. Like that's the kind of conversations that you and a buddy can have together when you're making that decision for yourself. So I hope to be an encouragement and continue to be encouragement for you guys on the channel. I hope that you're feeling inspired and you're doing what you want to do and how you want to do it and what you want to do and, all that good stuff. So part of the reason for my downsizing is because I want to be more nomadic in the future. I want to be more adventurous. That's why I'm trying to create sustainable podcast and YouTube channels and stuff to help me have an income where I can go travel from like age, say, 57 to 65. And then maybe I'll come back to America and, settle down and stay here in some neighborhood for the rest of my life. Or maybe I'll marry a middle-aged Italian man who would love to have an Italian-loving American girl. Whatever, I don't care. I'm up for it. I wanted to tell y'all that in America, I'm considered loud and boisterous. But when I go to Italy, I'm normal. Everyone is loud and boisterous. I don't stand out when I'm in Italy. I feel at home. In fact, I go to an Italian group here where they're all Italians, and this girl who was kind of quiet and submissive, she's like, "You're more Italian than I am." And she was Italian, like she was from Italy, just working here on research, cancer research. So Italy feels comfortable for me and my personality. So I can't wait to go back. I haven't been so long. I've been like 6 times and then I haven't been back for years since I got my dog. So it's been over 16 years since I've been to Italy. So io voglio ritornare. I want to return so bad. So I'm waiting for that moment and I'm getting ready. I'm planning my future, whatever it may be. Okay. So, all right. So can you hear Alexa? Just can't hear what she's saying. She could kind of hear Alexa. Shouldn't your landlord pay for that? Yes, I will have her potentially pay for that. But I wanted to use a company that is reputable because if I have to need the data for anything, if you know what I mean, I wanted to have a company. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for it and then I'm going to ask her to compensate me. And maybe they don't, but I think they're going to be on the hook for having not properly taken care of this house. So they may have my medical bills that they'll be taking care of. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope not. I want to be healthy. I just want to get out. And she told me she would let me out of my lease. I just am ready to figure out what that means. Okay. So let's see. Wow. Catching you live. My husband was Italian. And loud. I think you mean loud. You said load. Yes, I'm loud. That's why I don't even use a microphone, y'all. I don't use a microphone. And I'm picking up rugs, so it might sound a little bit difficult to hear that. So thumbs up, you guys. Oh, I just heard something about don't do that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't even know what it means, but I'm a Gen Xer and I'm currently doing the thumbs up. Apparently Gen Xers are all about the thumbs up and the Gen Zers don't want us to do that because it means something. So when I Googled to find out what it means, I couldn't find the answer that the Gen Zers think it is. So whatever, words have meaning and power if you give it to them. If you have the power to decide what something means, that's the cool thing that we Gen Xers already know, you know? All right, I'm gonna go have some coffee. Oh my God, things are like, I'm gonna be talking about space. Can you believe it? We're gonna talk about how to go to space. So maybe that's where I'll be going in 5 years. I don't know. We'll see. Like to be continued. We're going to find out. All right. Y'all have a great day. Bye.